You're live on YouTube. You and your YouTube accolades, under which you were napping. You're live on YouTube, pretty girl. It always takes a couple of minutes for people to filter in to the stream, Leia. But there's a non-zero number of people, actually like 75% of the people who watch this video, Leia, they watch it after the live. Hey, Moms to Boss. Hey, Raphael. Hey, Hatzaren. What's going on, everyone? Hey, Manders. Hey, Blue Phoenix. Yeah, I'm sorry. This week has just been killer. It's been killer. At the weekend, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to stream this week. And I haven't done any streaming this week. So, and I have like 2 pieces of half-finished content for the Patreon and the YouTube channel members that absolutely will go up tonight. I am not going to bed until that goes up tonight. Because I'm just behind schedule on absolutely everything. But yeah, how are you guys doing? No, Manders, no, I should apologize, especially to the Patreon and YouTube channel members, because those people actively subscribe. So they actively pay money. So I want to make sure that like they're getting what they're paying for, you know? So it is okay to hold me accountable to stuff like that. So Gigi says, hello from UK. How are you doing? We're doing great. Thank you for asking. Leia's doing great, too. Thank you for asking. Don't you normally go live on Tuesdays? I was waiting for that live, and it never came. You know, Amory, I've not... and again, I know we go through over this all the time. You tell me what I should call you, and then I forget. I haven't published the schedule for December yet. I will be publishing a schedule for December. I just haven't. I'm having such a day. She was a little bit Sky Jellyfish, and then we went on like 2 walks afterwards. Neither of them were very big. Chloe, Archer's out on the deck. He's napping. Amber, thank you. I'm never going to remember that. Amber, I'm never going to remember that. I'm sorry. It's not an indictment of you. It's an indictment of me and my shitty brain and its inability to remember names. It really is a problem. So cute, says Revenori. Revenori, I'm very excited for you to get your painting, by the way. I haven't mailed anything. I'm waiting until they're all done. I'll mail it. I've given myself the deadline of December 10th, so everything will go in the mail then. But yeah, I'm very excited about it. Why the one day I have to go to work? You have to go live, Jonathan. You know, I wasn't planning on going live today. It just like, I just happened to have like a couple free hours this afternoon. And I was like, I should work on all this other stuff, but I just want to go live. I just want to hang out with people. so that's what I'm doing. I just wanted to hang out with you guys. And even then I was late because TMI, pretty sure I have food poisoning. So I'm having a hell of a day. I'm having a day. Also, Archer had a dentist appointment this morning at 9 a.m. And I left my house at 8:25 because it takes 25-30 minutes to get there, and I just sat in traffic and ended up missing the dental appointment and had to reschedule, and the earliest appointment they had was January 16th. So yeah, now I gotta wait until January 16th. So and yes, and whenever January 16th rolls around, I'm leaving with an hour and a half to spare because it took forever. Yeah, that's all right, Braymont. I'll survive. That's why God invented Pepto-Bismol. No, he's not symptomatic at all. He seems like totally fine. So that's why I'm not like especially concerned. I just don't want him to lose the tooth. You know, I would feel really guilty if he had to have his tooth pulled. So, do they do dental implants for dogs? They must. If they do, if he has to pull the tooth and they do dental implants, I think I'm going to get him the dental implant. Because he uses that tooth. I don't know. Can you give Leia pets, please? Or is she not... Pretzel, she will not take pets right now. She'll just grumble at me. Sue, I would say they're probably too hard to handle. Sorry, Squish. My bee. Anyway, what's going on with you guys? Happy Friday, everyone. Unless you're on the other side of the international date line, then happy Saturday, I guess. Oh, Mom's the boss. Thank you. That's a cute sticker. Thank you. No, Tigger, they don't have middle names. I've never thought about it like that. Yeah, and, you know, frankly, she still needs rest. She still needs to be resting for, like, another month before... Like, she's doing well. So she's actually lost weight since her surgery, and Archer and I have gained it. Because Archer and I are walking less but eating the same amount. So... honestly, respect, Brainrot. 100% respect. That's a great move. Hey, Goblin. That doesn't count, Voltaire. Voltaire, it's not Saturday in Germany. Like, I understand that, like, as far as the calendar is concerned, it's not Saturday. But for me, that's Friday night, all right? It's not Saturday until you go to bed and wake up, all right? Oh, we got Bween. Bween, the Headshot Queen. Bween right now is in Austin, Texas, I think. I think it's Austin. Am I wrong? Or is it Vegas? I can't remember. She's either in Austin or Vegas, one of the two, doing like an intensive Call of Duty camp for aspiring streamers and professional gamers. It's actually like a really cool thing. Just coaching people on I don't even know. Like Wayne started talking about TTKs, like time to kill, and I was like, what? This is all Greek to me. I don't understand what is happening here. But it sounds really cool. I saw some pictures of the event on Instagram, and it looks cool. It looks like there's like a lot of like sponsors there. Like Razer was sponsoring some stuff, which was cool. Logitech was a sponsor. It looks really cool. There's a lot of like LED neon lights going on, but yeah, it looks cool as hell. I just whenever Bween starts talking about like Call of Duty and that sort of thing and like metas, my eyes glaze over. Like it's just over my head. But anyway, thanks for taking time out of the, what would you call that? First person shooter camp? Thanks for taking the time out of your gaming camp to hang out with us. Goblin says, new people in the chat don't know you're joking. Who are you referring to, Goblin? Who's joking? Yeah, no, Squish says, I'm shocked that Bween even has the time to be in here right now. Yeah, I don't know how you juggle it, Bween. Marie says, the Furball Confidential podcast was great. I enjoyed it. Got a little bit more insight into your life and the Huskies. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you like it. You know, the Furball Confidential people have been like weirdly very grateful. Just like really, really sweet. It apparently my episode got like is by far by a country mile their top performing episode. Unless they're lying to me, unless they tell everyone that. But I think that's really cool. Wait, Marie, you sent some, oh, I missed it. You sent something and I completely missed it. Oh, look at that GIF. Look at that little lemon. Is that a lemon and a lime? Thank you so much, Marie. Thank you. How long before Archer went to sleep after the raccoons last night? Oh my God, Archer was such a mess last night. He was up until 2:30. He was just amped. He was so amped last night. I mean, nothing happened. You saw it all with the raccoons. Yep, it's us. So basically, if you watched my Instagram stories, you saw everything that happened. Like, he was barking. I didn't know he was barking because I was at my computer. I had my headphones on. But I couldn't hear him barking, but I heard Leia crying. And I took my headphones off, and I was like, what's wrong, Leia? And she was crying. And as I was coming up the stairs, that's when I heard Archer barking. So she was tattling on Archer. And then I, like, ran out to... I found him just, like, trying to jump the fence. eventually I got him in. You saw in the Instagram stories when I got him in. Well, no, yep, it's us. I did close the gate, and then at 1:15 in the morning, he was barking at the tree because there was definitely something inside it. I'm not sure if it was a raccoon or not. I just like Occam's razor, pretty sure it was. He was just barking at the tree at 1:15. And I'm like, well, like I'm awake, but our neighbors don't have to be as well, Archer. So I did like manage to get him to stop barking, which was good, but he was still amped. He was just amped for like an hour. He kept like running into the bedroom and jumping on me and like, yep, it's us. I wasn't sure if there were glowing eyes in that or not because it was raining and like some of the rain looked a little like glistening. I don't know. But yeah. Have you ever had complaints from your neighbors? No, I've never actually had any complaints from my neighbors, Pretzel. I think it's because they really don't bark that often. They will bark like that at like 1 in the morning, maybe once every 3 months, like maybe 3 or 4 times a year. It is not that crazy. And then I've got dogs all around me. You can hear them in my videos just barking in the background. So like everyone else's dogs in the neighborhood are louder by a wide margin. Everyone else's dogs in the neighborhood are way louder and bark way more consistently than Archer and Leia. It's just, I've never actually heard them do it at 1 a.m. And I have heard Archer and Leia bark at 1 a.m. before. Because they like to sleep out on the deck. So, oh my God. Oh my God, Voltaire with a 20 euro super chat, a small contribution to the treat budget. Thank you so much. Actually, Voltaire, your 20 euros is going straight to my friend Dave. Let me explain. Don't get too upset. Let me explain. He just texted the group chat today, and he was like, "Hey guys, this is actually really hard for me to text. We just my girlfriend and I just got some really bad news about our dog Toby, and I'm really worried we're going to have to say goodbye to him because the cost for his care is prohibitively expensive. Cannot afford it." And I texted him on the side, and I was like, "Hey man, how can I help? What can I do to help?" And he was like, "Yeah, here's the deal. Like money is just like really, really tight right now. We had to move out of my apartment. We had and we moved out of my apartment 2 days ago. And this morning we found out that Toby needs this incredibly expensive treatment. And 10 days ago, we had to say goodbye to our other dog, Splinter." And I was just like, "Dave, oh my God, I had no idea you were going through any of this." So I Venmo'd his girlfriend some money. And I was like, "Look, is there like an Instagram post or anything? Like put a post up and I can share that post with my audience." And he was like, "Yeah, we're just kind of in the thick of it right now. Whenever there's a post, I'll let you know." So Sky Jellyfish, I saw your question about a charity stream. I actually do straight up want to do that. Like I'll do a stream on Twitch probably, and like any subs that I get during that stream, I'll just Venmo Dave for the amount of money that I get from that. Yeah, it's tough. I legit like wish I could help more, but I gave him like all I could. And he hasn't told me like key details before I like go asking my audience for money. He hasn't told me like key details like how much the thing costs and what the treatment is. So like I need that information from him before I'm just like I put out a message like, "Hey everyone, this is my friend's Venmo, just send him money." That sounds like a scam. So I was like, hey, and he doesn't go on social media. He doesn't have a social media presence. He's like a young millennial elder Gen Z, and he just like does not go on social media, which is very weird, but he's a weird guy. And he's one of my oldest friends. He was one of my groomsmen. And I know that it takes a lot for him to ask for help. Like it takes a lot for him to ask. So if he's in the position where he's asking, like he's past the point where he needs it. So yeah, one of my 20 groomsmen, correct. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just throwing that out there. I might do a charity stream sometime over the next week. We'll see. I just need more details from him, and I want him to put it in like an Instagram post or something somewhere, just so that I can repost it. I was like, do you have a GoFundMe or anything that has the details? Because I know that, like, if I'm going to put this out there for my audience, I will want to show them, like, and this is the quote from the vet, you know, like things like that. Like, I don't want to, yes, I am joking, Pretzel. It wasn't 20, but it was a lot. I can't remember how many groomsmen I had. I had like 8 or 9, I think. And I made cuts, and people were offended that they got cut. Look at her dreaming. Look at her dreaming. She's such a wonderful girl. No, it's not even that, Sky Jellyfish. It's just that, like... Oh, did you hear her grumble? Or was I talking over it? She's such a good girl. I love her so much. It's not even that, Sky Jellyfish. It's just that, like, my friend group from high school, we're all still, like, very, very close with one another. So. Do Archer and Leia scream and cry at the groomer? Yes, Stella. The groomer has asked me to give them trazodone before I bring them in. So. What do you think about red huskies? Do you plan on getting any in the future? I mean, I absolutely want another husky. It depends on a lot of factors. I love red huskies. I love all huskies. Marie, with a $10 super chat for Toby's charity fund. I'm not on Twitch, so this will be my only opportunity to help. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. That's really sweet of you. Thank you so much. Hey, Maggie. Happy Friday. Leia ASMR on YouTube channel would be great, too. Would it, Giggy? Because it would be like this. Because she doesn't nap outside in the rain. If it's raining, she comes inside. Versus Archer, who's like, it's raining, hell yeah. And Archer will just stand there and get wet, or lie there and get wet. And like, part of the reason I wanted to post that video is like, I found it very peaceful with the rain. But this is just kind of like the background noise of my house. No, Stella, I have not caught up on Stranger Things. I got halfway through the first episode, and then we had to stop watching, and my wife was like, you're not allowed to watch without me. So I have only watched half of the first episode this season. Well, she's really running in this dream, isn't she? She's off to catch something. She's at the dog park right now. She is straight up at the dog park right now. She might bark. Sometimes she barks in her sleep. I do not live alone, Ellie. I have a wife. Jonathan, have you gotten a Christmas Lego set yet? No, I've not, Maggie. However, on Sunday I am going to the mall, and the mall has a Lego store. I'm going to the nice mall. I'm going to Bellevue, which doesn't mean anything to most of you, but Sky Jellyfish is like, you're going all the way to Bellevue? You're right. You're damn right I am. I'm going to the mall where the billionaires hang out. Because it has the best food, and it has a Lego store. Ooh, go to Snowflake Lane. You know, I've only been to Snowflake Lane once. When my wife first moved to the Seattle area, she moved to Bellevue. So when we were long distance, the year that we were long distance, you know, I would just stay in Bellevue. Amber, with a $20 super chat. I'm not on Twitch either. Here's for the charity fund. Thank you so much. This is so sweet of you guys. Thanks for being a good person and great puppy papa, says, yep, it's us, with a $2.79 Canadian super chat. That's so, guys, thank you so much. That's really sweet of you. We took my niece and nephew last week. So fun. Yeah, actually, I want to take my mom. I keep threatening to take my mom. I kind of glossed over the super chats. I want to say you guys are being super generous. Thank you so much. I don't want to I don't want to gloss over that right now, but thank you. Yeah, I really want to take my mom to Snowflake Lane. Snowflake Lane, for those of you who don't know, so Bellevue is a neighborhood. I would call it part of like Seattle. It's definitely Seattle Metro, but Seattle locals are like, Bellevue's not Seattle. Bellevue is its own place. Don't you lump them in with us. And like, I get that impetus, but it's like, it's just across the bridge. Chill. So Bellevue is like where all the rich people live, and it's like this particular part of Bellevue is like 5 minutes from Jeff Bezos's house. You know what I mean? It's like right there, and they just have money to burn. So they do this thing every year where it's like, I don't know if it's every day or if it's like twice a day. They'll shut down a road, and for 15 minutes, they'll put on a show where people are dressed as like mascots, like mascot costumes from like the Nutcracker, and they perform like 4 or 5 songs, like a mini parade, and they have these like bubble machines on top of the buildings, and they shoot out these bubbles from the roofs of the buildings that fall down on you looking like snow, because it never snows in Seattle or Western Washington. And yeah, it's just like, it's a 15-minute long parade that they do every day in December. But it's kind of a hike for me to get out there. It takes me like between 20 and 30 minutes to get out to Bellevue. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll do it. Yeah, Sky Jellyfish is right. Like, the local high school is involved. It's like there's like a marching band. It's like a whole thing. Yeah, and it's I literally just think it's because they have too much money. I think they just like have too much money, and they're like, we gotta spend it on something. And so they're like, I know, let's get hundreds of bubble machines and mount them to the roofs of either side of this street. And it's like a main thoroughfare. Ramblings with Audrey. Audrey, thank you so much. I'm not on Twitch for the Toby Medical Fund $20 super chat. That's really sweet of you guys. Thank you. I could be scamming you. I've provided no evidence that Dave or Toby exist. I could be scamming you, but that's incredibly sweet of you. Thank you so much. I will let Dave know. Because Dave doesn't have a social media presence. I don't think he I don't think he knows how big Archer and Leia's social media presence is. Do you know what I mean? Like, he just like doesn't know. And so after this live stream, I'm gonna send him a Venmo for the amount of whatever you guys sent me. And I'll be like, hey, just FYI, like, Archer and Leia's, I told Archer and Leia's audience what was happening, and they just wanted to send you guys this. So, and he'll be like, wait, what? I know he's going to be so confused. You were too nice of a person to be a scammer. You give me too much credit, Maggie. Thank you. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I scammed people. I would not. I would straight up not be able to sleep at night. If I ever see you, I'm stealing your dogs, JK. You're very welcome to try, Hetty, but I don't think it's going to go well for you. Chris. Toby Help Fund or Jonathan Scam Fund, a $50 Canadian super chat. This is really... Guys, I haven't even, like, officially asked for anything yet. I told you I was waiting for Dave to make a post so that... What are you doing, Shan? Right? What, 50 pounds? That exchange rate is insane, Shan. That's so sweet of you. Thank you all so much. £50, 50 Canadian dollars. You guys are too generous. Thank you. Who's more likely to want to cuddle, Archer or Leia? That's an incredible question. I don't know. I would say probably Leia, actually. However, in general, Archer is more physically needy. He needs to know where I am at any given moment. Leia's a little bit better about like being left alone. But yeah, thank you guys for supporting the scam fund. You do not have to ask. I know, Amber, and it's incredible and humbling and also terrifying. I really don't want to ever take advantage of my community. Mom's the boss. You built an amazing community. No, I really have. I didn't build it. All right, it happened around Archer and Leia, and it is absolutely incredible. Have you been to the P.O. box lately? I haven't, brain rot, because I don't think there are any packages there. I have like a little app that tells me when packages are there. So it's been about a month since I was there. Mountain Dew God with a $5 super chat. I know it's not much, but I definitely want to help at least a little bit. No, this is incredible. Mountain Dew. Don't put yourself down like that. Like any amount is incredible. So thank you. It was freezing today, and the Huskies were outside, and the entire time I was at work, they refused to be inside. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it's December. And the door to outside is literally open. It's literally open right now because Archer's outside, and he wants the option of coming in. So I get it. The real Nick Morton. Hey, you. What's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on, Nick? Fill me in. What's new? How's life? Give yourself more credit, Jonathan. Plenty of dog content creators out there who have good doggos, but they suck. I don't know about that, Kit. I mean, I genuinely don't know about that. There was exactly one dog content creator I was like, you suck. And I was quiet about it for 3 years. And then there was a video of him being incredibly racist that surfaced. And then I made a video about it. And then he deleted his account. Got him. He deleted his account like 2 hours after I posted that video. Christina Kim says, hi, Jonathan and everyone. Just about to touch down on a business trip back from Scottsdale when I saw you were alive. Well, welcome back. Welcome back to Florida. I'm pretty sure you told me you live in Florida. If I am wrong, I apologize. And if I doxed you, I triple apologize. Leia's healing great, Angpur. So here's the big issue that we have with Leia right now is that she isn't putting weight on it when she's standing still. She's not putting weight on it when she's standing still. She's pretty good at walking on it. She's great at walking on it. But we need her to put weight on it more when she's standing still. So they've given me a number of exercises to do. If you watched my Instagram stories, then you saw yesterday, her physical therapy appointment. You saw some of the exercises that they had me do. It's just stuff like getting her to walk backwards, doing these, what's called like a cookie stretch, where she forms like a C shape, like a crescent shape with her spine, and getting her to put weight on it while standing still. Now, she crushed walking backwards. The physical therapist was like, walking backwards is always the hardest for these dogs. And Leia was like, no problem, got it. Did you get the matchies with the Husky towel and Leia nameplate? I did. Oh, yeah, I did. Hang on. I got the Leia nameplate. Hang on. You guys watch Leia. I'll be right back. Okay, my wife put it somewhere. I don't know where she put it. Wait, I think I do. Hang on. Okay, all right. Got a couple things from Mom's Boss. So first off, we got this tea towel. Every meal you make, every bite you take, I'll be watching you. That's very Archer coded. And then also got this I Heart Leia, Leavenworth, Washington, dog bone name tag, which are really sweet. Now here's the thing, people. You might not know this. Tea towels in my house are just for decoration. Why are they just for decoration and not for, you know, cooking? The biggest reason is that every time I try to like dry my hands on a tea towel, they're covered in dog fur. And have you ever had your hands wet and you touch dog fur? It's the worst, because then your hands just come away glued in this coat of dog fur. So I love tea towels. They're all over the place in my kitchen, but they are just for decoration. I am strictly a paper towel household because of all the husky fur that's just like floating around in the air. Now, I'm not trying to sound ungrateful, Mom's the Boss. I love it. And this is going up on the fridge. Like, we have like a fridge with like handles that you can hang stuff from. Sky Jellyfish with a $10 super chat for the Toby Fund. You can send a cute picture of them and their Christmas bandanas if you want to pay for it. I will absolutely do that. I just ordered a little plain collar specifically for the Christmas bandanas, Sky Jellyfish. Because those Christmas bandanas, the ones that you got me, have like a hole in them where you feed a collar through, and like that's how they attach. And I just didn't have one that was thin enough for Leia. So I specifically bought one so that Leia could wear her Christmas bandana. So thank you. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to walk around in it. What's worse in my house is that Naya steals the tea towels if we don't put them up and away from her. I love that. That's so cute, Squish. Do you know any other Husky content creators? I mean, I DM with a couple. I have like friendly online relationships with a couple, with several. But I've actually never met any other pet content creators, period. Nicole Roberts with a $10 super chat for the Toby Fund. That's really, guys, you are being obscenely generous. Thank you. Thank you. I'm obsessed with the turtle hibernation brumation drama right now. Popcorn-worthy stuff. Okay, so I don't know what the word brumation means. I do know what turtle hibernation is. I did not know there was drama associated with it. Kind of wish you'd collab with Cleo Longlegs. I mean, there are a lot of. I don't know what a collab would look like. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what a collab would look like. And then also, I have a really irreverent sense of humor. And so it's just hibernation for reptiles. Okay, cool. Thank you, Squish. I have a really irreverent sense of humor. So when people come to me and they're like, let's do this cute thing and it'll be cute, I'm like, how can I ruin this? That's where my head goes every time. Like, how can I make this dark? How can I ruin this? So if people were like, let's do a cute video of Leia being cute, my instinct would just to be like undermine, I'm sorry. Maggie with a $20 super chat for the Toby Fund. Maggie, this is really sweet of you. Thank you. Cleo Longlegs is pretty dark, TBH. Yes, fair. I'll give you an example. No, not really like that, Black Star, but more like, I don't know. I always want everything to be like an I think you should leave sketch. Like, that's kind of where my humor really is. 7239 with a $20 super chat for Toby. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Again, I have offered no proof that Toby exists, that Dave exists. I'm going off on faith. Dave just texted me and said Toby had these issues. I don't know what the issues are. I don't know how much the issues are going to cost. You guys could have already paid for this treatment 3 times over. I genuinely don't know. So, which is why I was just like having a conversation with you. I wasn't like asking for anything formally. I just want to be upfront and transparent. Dr. Allison Marks, OMG, I finally caught alive. Well, I'm glad you're here. Dave, Toby, Cacticubby. Here's the short version. Dave, one of my oldest friends in the whole world, texted me today. He was like, hey, my dog Toby needs a treatment. I can't afford it. if you were able to do anything, I would be really appreciative. And I sent him some money, and I was telling the live, I was like, oh, I might do like a fundraiser or something sometime this week. And then everyone in the live was like, here's my money for Toby, which is very sweet. OMG, and a shout out, I might faint. I never promise the shout outs, but sometimes, like, it's so random which ones I read and which ones I don't. Amber, well, use the rest for the treat fund. I know, that's very sweet of you, Amber. Cleo lives in Oregon. Oregon's so far. I know that Oregon borders Washington, but for me, if I were to get in the car and drive straight to Oregon right now, it would take me 3.5 hours just to hit the border. So. Jeffrey Hawk with a $20 super chat for the Toby Fund. Guys, you guys are incredible. Don't pray for Dave. Dave's kind of a dick. I'm kidding. He's one of my oldest friends. Well, no, I'm not kidding. He is kind of a dick. But he is one of my oldest friends. And he is a lovely man. But he adores his dogs. He absolutely adores his dogs. And he treats them so well. And he's going through a really rough time right now. So, you guys are incredibly generous. Incredibly generous. You should text Dave and tell him you've accidentally created a Toby Fund. Actually, honestly, Sky Jellyfish, I was thinking of doing that, except this live is through my phone. And if I were to text him, I would have to pause the live in order to text him. And also, he doesn't have an iPhone. So I can't even like grab my iPad and like iMessage him. It has to be a text message. And the only device capable of sending that to him that I have now is used for this live. But you know what? I'll send him a link to the VOD afterwards, and I'll Venmo him the money. So, loving the doggos is all that matters. Some clients at our vet are obnoxious AF, but they adore their fur babies. So we all do. That's really sweet. So we deal. Okay, sorry, I misunderstood that, Jana. Did you see the 1510 Foundation We Rate Dogs Tuesday's Day of Giving? Hope to raise $25,000 for sponsored clinics in the areas. Raised $165,000. People care about dogs. No, Mom's the Boss. I'm here to tell you that We Rate Dogs. I don't know the guy's name. I have no clue what his name is. He walks the walk. He doesn't just talk the talk. He's wonderful. Bertie Qwerty with a 10-pound super chat for the Scammy Fund. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for funding my hot tub. The brand new hot tub that you guys are single-handedly paying for. Thank you so much. The Dave Toby Memorial Hot Tub Fund. You guys are incredible. Thank you. I'm kidding. I will Venmo Dave this money. No, they're incredible. They're amazing. Duchess, I don't know if you're in the chat, but she sent me a care package from Hawaii that included a couple of stickers for, like, Tell Your Dog I Said Hi stickers. And Sky Jellyfish, I will talk about that in a second. But he's like the only person I have ever let repost my content. Because I'll get messages from like Lad Bible, and I get messages from like Barstool Sports, and people who are like, you should let me repost your content. All you have to do is submit it on this website, and it gives me complete rights in perpetuity to like use the content and profit from it however I want to. But don't worry, you'll get exposure, and I'll say it came from you. And I'm like, buddy, this is not the offer you think it is. Like, Archer and Leia are doing just fine. They managed to get 2 million followers without Barstool Sports help. Thank you for nothing, Dave Portnoy. So I have never said yes to any of that, except when We Rate Dogs came knocking, and they've only asked me 2 or 3 times, but it's an easy yes. Like, he just does. He really does use his platform for good, and yeah, that goes a long way for me. So he's the only person I've ever let use my content. I think I've been on the page twice. Yeah, I've been on the page twice, and then they put me on like an Insta story once. Goblin. Sky Jellyfish asked about t-shirts. Okay, I am really annoyed right now about the whole merch situation because it's taking longer than I thought. But I have 3 merch updates for you if you're curious. The first is, oh yeah, Dodo's reached out. No, actually, no, Dodo has not reached out. And I think it's because I don't have a cute story about how, like, Archer and Leia saved, like, I saved them, but really they saved me. Like, I don't have a story like that. I'm just like, I moved to a new city and I was kind of lonely and bored, so I got a dog. Like, that's it. That's the origin story. There you go. Now you're up to speed. But so yeah, Dodo is like the one that hasn't actually reached out. Merch. Okay. U2s. I sent them a follow-up email today. I was like, what's going on? Or not today, sorry, this week. I was like, what's going on? And she was really sweet. She was like, hey, guess what? Good news. We got the prototype from the factory, but all the places where Leia was supposed to be white, she's yellow. And we told them to remake it. I was like, okay, that's fair. So I think I'm going to get the prototype for U2s sometime soon, at least the images. And I already have changes I want to make to it, but I need to see what it looks like. And yeah. So I'll show you Archer in a second. So that's the one for U2s. I want to do this. I'm hesitant to say this out loud because I'm already looking at the timing and I'm like, I don't know that there's even enough time to do this before the end of the year. Just based on like all the steps in the process. I really want to make and send out holiday cards for Archer and Leia. I have found an artist whose art style kind of like matches exactly what's in my head. I have not reached out to them yet. I need to like write the brief, right? Like exactly what I want it to be. And it would be an illustrated, you know, a drawing of Archer and Leia and in like a holiday scene. But I haven't like figured out what I want that to be. So I'm going to write that brief tonight or tomorrow morning, reach out to the artist, see if they are interested and see how long it takes them to make it, commission the artwork. And then whenever that artwork is finished, I've already found a service where I can send out, I can like print and mail directly from the service, like holiday cards, like postcards basically. And I'm going to send them to all patrons and YouTube channel members. $5 says this artist has an FA. I don't know what that means. The Golden Ratio 4 community does a holiday card exchange, but that's Golden Retriever. Oh, that's really cute, Audrey. That's really cute. So I'm just saying that right now because like I'm looking at the timing and this artist is like, yeah, it'll take me like 2 weeks to do it. So if they get started tomorrow, and I haven't even reached out to them, if they get started tomorrow, 2 weeks would be like the 20th. I probably wouldn't be able to like submit it and have it mailed until like the 21st or the 22nd at the earliest. So like even then it would like already miss Christmas. It might miss New Year's. So it might be like you get it the first week of January. But I'm moving forward with it. So I'm planning on doing that, but it might be late. I'm just letting you know. This is random, but been dying to ask this for a year. Is there a reason you don't use a headlamp to help illuminate at night when filming walk videos? I mean, great question. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Dr. Allison Marks. The short version is that I don't need the headlamp to see. Like, I can see just fine. The camera can't. The longer version is that I'm just kind of like, it sounds dumb to say, I don't really think about content creation when I go out on a walk. I'm not like, and I'm gonna make content out of this. It's more like if the content happens, then it happens. You know, that's kind of my process. So for that reason, yeah, I don't really wear the headlamp. Also, I personally would find it kind of uncomfortable. And I'd rather look cool than be safe, frankly. And I've never looked at anyone walking down the street with a headlamp and gone, this guy, now this guy's rad. So I would absolutely rather look cool than be safe. Eastern Orthodox Christmas is January 7th. Ask me how I know that, Nico. It's because I'm half Serbian and was raised in the Eastern Orthodox Church. So yes, January 7th is perfect. And actually, I use that as the date. I keep my Christmas decorations up until January 8th. I take them down. That's just me, personally. So, yeah. I notice you have the leash on the front of them instead of on the backs. Like most people, is that easier to control them? I have a big dog, so just wondering. I mean, that started really when they were puppies. It's because we got no pull harnesses that leash up in the front, and I just got in the habit when Leia was a puppy and she was like 8 weeks old. And I just never got out of the habit. They just got used to it. So, yeah, I personally find it easier to leash them up from the front because if they pull too hard, they get turned. But actually, Archer and Leia are really great about pulling now. They're not bad at all for pulling. Maybe make them happy 2026 cards to take the December holiday timeline pressure off. I mean, maybe. Nah, probably not going to do that. I just like the idea of them in, like, Santa hats. So, what kind of espresso machine do I have? I have a Breville Barista Express, which is, like, the cheapest Breville espresso machine you can get. Have you scheduled the monthly happy hour for December? Nick, I have not. I was tentatively thinking Friday, December 20th. And I'm pretty sure, I need to look at it. Goblin can tell me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure we also have the community night scheduled for them. It's either the 20th or the 21st. I can't remember. That's a Saturday? Oh, then Friday the 19th. Friday the 19th. You're right, because Monday's, yes, okay, yeah. Nika, we'll go hang out with Archer for a second. I mean, J9, yeah, you're not wrong. Community night is the 19th. Yeah, so Black Star, my thinking is I would do the happy hour, and then that would go right into the community night. And that was my current thinking. But the big issue is I need to walk the dog somewhere in there. So I might do the happy hour at a different date. And my mom gets here on the 22nd, which is a Monday. And I just can't do the happy hour when my mom's here. Because, like, I will want to spend time with her. So, can you just stay with Leia a little bit longer? I just logged on. It's been a long week. Well, Oliver, we're gonna make some paintings in a second. We're all gonna make some paintings together. Have her join, LOL. Honest to God, I think she'd get bored. The happy hour, I think she'd get bored. Caitlin, thank you for asking. Leia's PT is coming along great. She's had exactly one. She did one yesterday. Allison, no, I just got Archer out of the way and the raccoons kind of left. I loved your Archer video today. Thank you so much. You know, Lavana, that video, the most recent video I posted, is not performing well at all. It's doing okay on YouTube. It's not really doing well on other platforms. And I think it's because the first, 8 seconds of the video is just me. And I think people are like, who's this idiot? And they're scrolling before they get on. I genuinely, unironically think that's what it is. So future 10 treat challenge videos, I'll probably start with an image of the dogs. So she does. Bunny eats blueberries. I'm gonna make it a Leia health update video sometime soon, and I will include some of that. Basically, just recap the last month of her recovery. Yeah, the 10 treat training one. Thank you, Amber. That's very sweet of you to say. How much for a painting? Nick, I'm not selling them right now, but I will probably do... I do want to do future giveaways. I do want to do future giveaways. So. No, unironically, Squish, the 10 treat training video is like one of my favorite Archer videos ever. It's just so Archer. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just so Archer. Amber, I will remember your name for the rest of the live. However, when I next go live, I will forget again. I will remember until the next time we go live. And exactly what happened this time, and exactly what happened last time, and the time before that will happen, where I'll see your name, and I'll be like, you told me what your name is, and I don't remember it. And me knowing that isn't going to make me remember it in the future. It's just, it's my Achilles heel, and I'm so sorry for that. Any hoodles, we're going to do a quick Archer check. A very quick Archer check. Like a 3-minute Archer check. Because the sun is setting in 18 minutes. And it's cloudy, which means it's going to get dark here real fast. Real fast. Right, Bug? Yeah, no, Black Star, I was thinking that. I was thinking exactly that. But, like, this is all, like, an hour old. Like, Dave literally texted me an hour ago to let me know that that you know his dog is having these issues, and yeah, that's such a good stretch, Bug. A person with a dog just walked past. That's what he was locked in on. He has good dog sense. He did leave the raccoons alone eventually, but they were, I don't know if you could tell from the Insta story because it was so dark. They were in this tree last night. And so he was stood here just barking at the tree at 1:30 in the morning. Okay, bye, Archer. He's off to pee and or poop. So, guess what, guys? We're going to make some paintings. We're going to make some paintings. Let me move some stuff out of the way. Okay, I have prepared these bags with cream cheese. And we're going to make some paintings. Now, I am definitely going to need your help with this. So, can you guys, like, actually, you know what? I'm going to put the camera on Leia. You hang on for, like, 2 seconds. Well, probably more like 47 seconds. I'm going to run downstairs. I'm going to grab these lights to help us see better. Because, again, it's going to get real dark real fast outside. So you guys just watch Leia for me. I can't see the chat. I'll be back in 45 to 90 seconds. And then we can work on these paintings. All right, I'm setting up the lights. I'm back, but it's gonna take me a second to set up these lights. And that's one. It's a very involved tripod. It's like the nicest lights I own. I'm actually really glad I bought them, but I never get to use them. Because my content is a little bit more freeform. Hang on, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Everyone just chill, all right? All right, how much battery do we have? Oh, good, it's a full. Okay, great. All right. Let's make some paintings. Okay, I've set up the light. Doesn't that look so much better with that bright light? You know what? Hey, I'm even gonna grab these little These little battery-operated lights, they're great too. Now we can see. Now we can see properly. Okay. Here's the deal. No, it's not on the neighbor's roof. It's gone. It's been gone for about a year. Or 8 months. Thank you, Squish. That's correct. Yes. January 16th is his dentist appointment. All right. There were 5 giveaway winners to the Twitch giveaway that we did at the end of October. All right. We have made paintings for 2 of the giveaway winners. There are 3 more paintings to make. Here's the issue. Okay, we've got one today that we're doing for raw_butter. And they requested that Archer make the painting, and they requested that it be ocean themed. That was the directive that I got from them. Where you going, bud? Are you going to bed? What's the plan, mister? What's the plan, Archer? Everyone, don't worry about my sick Dungeons and Dragons Lego. That's like the coolest Lego set I've ever built. Don't even worry about it. Don't even sweat that. Archer, don't you sweat that. Do you smell the cream cheese bug? Well, we're working on it, mister. We're working on it. Then you can eat the cream cheese. You want turkey tendon? Okay, I'll bring you a turkey tendon. All right, but you gotta sit. Sit. Good boy, wait. They're gonna watch you, okay? They're gonna watch you while I grab your turkey tendon. You wait. Wait. I love you more than anything. Good boy. Enjoy. Did you seriously? He just spit it out. You just want the cream cheese? Well, then we gotta make the paintings. Yeah, you can have the turkey tendon now. If you want the cream cheese, we gotta do the paintings first, bud. There's an order of operations here. Here you go, Leia. I count 1, 2, 3 turkey tendons you haven't eaten yet, but I gave your brother one, so I feel guilty if you don't get one. Oh, mister? Okay, we're gonna get to work on your paintings. Oh, he just stole half a dental chew from Leia. And he left the turkey tendon on the ground. Okay, well, whatever. We'll deal with that later. Leia doesn't seem to mind. That's fine. Paintings! Let's make some paintings. All right, everyone. Okay. So, yeah, he's a criminal on the run. Brainrot is correct. Yeah, he's a menace. He's a menace. Okay. Let's make an ocean-themed painting that Archer is going to paint. Oh, that's what I was saying. Okay, we have 3 more paintings to make. One for raw_butter that we're going to do today. There were 2 more contest winners. Here's the issue that I have. One of those contest winners was like, sent me a message and was like, hey man, can you DM me on Instagram? Here's my Instagram handle. I was like, no problem, bud. And I DM'd him on Instagram and he never responded to me. And then I DM'd him again on Instagram and he never responded to me. So I have no clue what painting this guy wants me to make for him. That's 1. And then 2 is the 5th winner has DMs disabled on Twitch. So I have no way that I can think of getting to this person and be like, hey, just FYI, you won. Do you want a painting? I have no idea. So I'm just like, what do I do? Do they just not get it? I don't know. Casey seems to insist that they were the runner-up. Revenari was one of the winners. Revenari, your painting is made. We did it on the last live stream. Thank you for being here. I'm probably going to do that, Mitzarino. I'm probably just going to choose someone else. Imagine, imagine letting the Siberian Dermsky on red. Well, no, they didn't. I wasn't even able to DM them because DMs were disabled. Well, here's the thing, Socrates. I still have the list of everyone who entered the contest. I didn't like clear that list or get rid of it or anything. So I'm like, maybe I randomly choose from there. I don't know. What's written on the canvases? Oh, on the back of the canvases, I wrote Archer the Husky, December 5th, 2025. And Leia the Husky, December 5th, 2025. So that when we do the paintings, they're named and dated. I don't know how to do that. Meridier says, can you pick one now from this chat? I don't know how to do that in a way that's fair. At least, like, not from my phone. You know, I'm not equipped to do that right now. So I don't want to. If there's another giveaway, or if we're finding out like someone else to like do it. What happened to your hand? Looks swollen. Those are just my hands. Thanks for the new insecurity, Dr. Allison Marks. Unless you're like a cardiologist and you're like, you're having an event, end the live and call someone, then thank you. My wife likes to say I have ham hands. She calls them ham hands because they're so big. I have very big hands. Other hand, they're both I just have big hands. I literally just have big hands. I don't know what to tell you. It's been a thing my entire life. People are like, damn, those are some hands. Oh, you're a psychologist. You're a psychologist, and you're just out here throwing out brand new insecurities for people to pick up and run with for the rest of their lives. You're like, what's going on with your swollen sausage fingers? You know, here's the thing, doctor. You know exactly the havoc you're causing. All right? You're a self-aware bulldozer. That's what you are. All right? You have an advanced degree in the kind of lifelong psychological turmoil that you're sowing left and right in the field that is my mind. Oh, my bad. I think it was my angle without my contacts. Sorry. That's fair. Okay, that's fair. All's forgiven. October says, I love a Jonathan crash out. Great. I'm glad one of us does. I think your hands look normal. Don't lie to me, Mountain Dew gods. Now I'm worried about you and your cardiac health. How swollen must your hands be? By the way, discord.gg/Siberian Derpskis, come join the fun. Brainrot is correct. Jonathan having his health diagnosed like a president. Yeah, it's not bad. All right. This one's for raw_butter. Archer's going to paint this one. It's going to be ocean themed. Let's talk colors, people. Let's talk colors. Ocean is blue. I'm going to pull out all the blues. And you guys tell me. There are a lot of blues here. All right. There are like a lot of blues here. Oh my God, there are so many blues. I should not have pulled out all the blues. What was I thinking? There are so many blues. This is like 90% blue. Oh my God, this is like half the box. Okay, all right. Here we go. How many blues do I have here? I have 12 blues. Jesus. Caitlin Mama, I was wheezing, LOL, with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Blues and silvers. Yeah, okay. All right. So what have we got? We've got ultramarine. That's very dark and kind of purpley. We've got phthalo blue. That's cool. That's just like a straight up dark blue, I think. We've got midnight blue, which looks more purple to me, but it says blue in the name, so I pulled it out. We've got cobalt blue. We've got glacier blue. We've got cerulean blue. Jonathan, you can just call me Caitlin. I will try. We've got sky blue. We've got pale blue. We've got light blue violet. We still have more blues. Dark teal, which that looks pretty blue to me. Bluish gray, which I guess is a gray, but I saw blue in the title, so I brought it out. And metallic blue. Here's what I'm thinking. They want ocean themed. Okay. There are many ways to interpret this. Oh, we're so blue today because they requested an ocean themed. Right? So a little silver for sunlight. I like that. So I'm like, how do we want to do this? Do we want like an oceanscape? Do we want it to be at nighttime? And maybe we try to make it so that like maybe this is where the line of the ocean is, right? We have like a very dark sky up here, and we can put like a silver for the moon, and then we can like trace whites down here in kind of like a triangle to kind of make it look like the reflection of the moon on the water. Or is that too ambitious? Silver lighthouse over stormy night. Polymorph, you greatly overestimate both my and Archer's artistic ability. Ambitious, but I love it. All right, guys, I'm going to try to do the nighttime moon reflecting oceanscape. That's what I'm going to try to do. So, do you think that's enough blues? No, I don't, but it's all the blues we have. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. And I'll try to not knock the camera. This is kind of the best I can do. All right. I'm going to go with this blue. I'm going to go with this blue as a base. Archer. You, sir, you, mister, are delaying this live. Okay? Everyone here, everyone in YouTube right now is like, gross. Get that husky out of here. I want to see the painting. Yeah, they are. Everyone's saying that. You want that? No, you don't want the turkey tendon? Okay, what do you want? I think I know what you want. Okay, come on. Come here. Let's go. Come here. Come here, mister. Archer, do you want a treat? Do you want a treat? What is your plan, Archer? What did I do with the bag, Archer? I had a bag, and I put it somewhere. I found it. Okay, not sponsored. Both he and Leia have been really liking these treats recently. The only thing, look at that stretch. That was a great stretch. The only thing I don't like about them, they're very greasy to handle. Archie, you got a sit bug. Good boy. Now wait. Wait right there. Wait. I'm going to put on a light, Archer, so that people can see you better. Wait. 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 This is going to be a 4-hour live, Archer. We haven't even started the painting yet. We've discussed the concept of a painting, Archer. That is the full width and breadth of the work we've done. I know you don't care. I didn't ask if you cared. This is a big piece now. This is a big piece, mister. I love you. Enjoy. He likes to take his treats out on the deck. He's such a good boy. Look how happy he is. Miss Butt. I don't know if you want this or not, but I gave your brother a piece. Good girl, enjoy. Good girl. All right. Back to the painting. Now we're going with the little blue, all right, as our base. So the blue is gonna be the base of the painting. Yes, no, brain rot. I see you saying that. I just don't care. Blue. That's the blue we're going with. Okay, fair enough. Brain rot, thank you for putting up with me. Okay, we got the blue. Now, I just pulled out the ultramarine. What do we want for the sky? Do we want a midnight blue for the sky? Or should the blue be the sky, and then we should have something a little bit more purple and green for the water? I don't know. Do purple and green work together, or is that a terrible idea? Tell me if it's a terrible idea. We need some green. I'm kind of leaning towards this Viridian. This light I've got here up above is actually like kind of blue. So to my eye, this appears a slightly more green than it does to the camera. See, I'm worried black would be too dark. Like, I understand where you're going, but I just kind of think the black is like too dark. Do you have a little green? I don't think so. This is the darkest green I have. The forest green is the darkest green. Archer. What could you possibly want, Archer? How much have you been fed, Archer? You have been fed so much. Do you want something else, Bug? All right, everyone's going to watch you while I get you something. Up, wait, you got to wait. That's a very good stretch, though. That's a very good stretch. Sit, please. All the way. Okay. Now wait, and I will bring you some food. That's a weird sit. You chose a very weird spot to sit. Wait, please. What can I do for him? He's just so hungry all the time. I said wait, Archer. Archer! Archer, you're not in frame anymore. Archer, we're making content for the people, Archer. Your fans, ostensibly. If you even care. I think he just wants the cream cheese, honestly. Sit. Sit. Wait. Wait. Okay. What can I do treat-wise? What can I do treat-wise? I'm trying to find something that will last. I mean, he just had a dental chew. That'll last. Do you want one of these beef tracheas? Do you want one of these beef tracheas? He normally doesn't eat these. He just kind of carries them around. Would you sit, please? Mister, you gotta be in frame. We're making content. This is how we afford the beef tracheas, Archer. High five. Good boy. I love you. Good boy. I am not even going to bother attempting giving one of those to Leia. She does not like them. She won't eat them. Look at him. Just staring at me. I love him so much. He's such a wonderful boy. All right. Back at it. Here we go. Oh, always on task. That's me. No deviating. Laser focus. All right. Okay. Everyone says that the ocean is darker at night than the sky. So I'm going midnight blue for the sky, and I'm going central blue for the ocean. Greens and teals for water, blues for the sky. I'm kind of locked in on this blue for the water, frankly. I'm kind of locked in on that. I like that. But I do like the idea of like highlighting with some green. Does this color combo work? No, Lavana, we're going with a night. We're going with a nighttime moonscape. So here's what I'm thinking. For the moon, we do metallic white pearl, right? And then for the reflection in the water, we do metallic silver because it's like a little bit darker. Oh, is B-Tech here? Oh, I missed him. What's up? What's up, B-Tech? Guys, if you're on Twitch, you should go follow B-Tech. He's a lot of fun. Good combo? Yes, good combo. Okay, Dr. Allison is very upset that we're doing this at nighttime. Is there anyone else who's very upset that we're doing this at nighttime? Because I kind of love the nighttime vibe, but if enough of you were like, no, don't do the nighttime vibe, I'll shift from that. I love the nighttime vibe. I love the nighttime vibe. I like the other green better. You prefer the Viridian to the forest green? It's like maybe some Viridian. Would purple in the sky be a vibe? Yeah, I was kind of going with midnight blue because I'm going to level with you. Midnight blue looks more purple to me than blue. But should we go with something that's like more legit purple? Hi, Archer. Hi, handsome boy. What is it, mister? What is it, mister? Where'd your thing go? Where'd the thing that I just gave you go? Did you put it in my bed? Is it in the bed? Archer, show me. Go to the bedroom. Show me. Did you put it in the bed? He already unmade my bed today. Show me. Is it in the bedroom? Archer, is it in the bedroom? I will give you the cream cheese when the painting's done. But the painting's not done yet. What's the plan, mister? I know. The Dungeons & Dragons Lego set is the sickest Lego set I've ever put together, Archer. You're not wrong. It rules. How are you always hungry? How? How? Wait. Wait right there. The people are going to watch you. Wait. Don't move. Wait. What did I just say, Archer? Archer, the people want to see you. They don't want to see the couch. They want to see the Archer. They want to see the Archer. Come here, bud. Sit, please. Sit, please. Good boy. Wait. 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 Leave it. Archer the Bug, you are a very handsome man, and I love you more than anything. Oklahoma. Archer, 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 Archer. I said Oklahoma. Okefenokee Swamp. Ah! I said Okefenokee Swamp. Sit. Ocracoke. Oklahoma. Okay? Okay? Okay, go ahead. Archer, okay? Now I've given him PTSD. Archer, okay? Yes, good boy. Good boy. Enjoy Bug. Hi, Miss Jealous. I see you over there being jealous. Leave it. Leave it. Leia Butt, you are a very beautiful girl, and I love you more than anything. Oklahoma. Okefenokee Swamp. Okay? Okay? Okay, Leia, go ahead. Okay. God, I've traumatized both my dogs. Now I feel like a monster. Leia, okay. Okay, go ahead. Good girl. Okay, that bought us 18 seconds. Let's not waste it. Let's not waste it. Oh, he's done already. Oh, he's turned around. Oh, he's on the move. All right, let's focus up. Let's focus up. Let's focus up. We still haven't picked colors. All right, I'm going with Viridian unless people tell me not to. Okay, what else do we need? Okay. Right? Laser focus. Laser focus. Okay, you want some sky blue? Really? That seems too light to me. Some sky blue for the water? Actually, that wouldn't be bad. I like these four, and blue. The blue purple I already had. The midnight blue. Some teal. Where's the teal? Here's the dark teal. Well, see, for the moonlight shining, I was going to use metallic silver. That was my plan. Let me just pull out a purple. Let me just pull out a purple. Like this royal purple. That's quite dark. So you prefer dark teal to the Viridian? That teal is too light. There is no darker teal. I think the dark teal to replace the Viridian might work nicely. I don't know that purple really makes sense for ocean theme. Okay. All right. So I'm kind of leaning towards these then. There are no purples there. I'm leaning towards these 5. Good to go. Okay, cool. Now, the big question I have is, all right, which is the ocean and which is the sky? Is the phthalo, is this ocean or is this ocean? Fedzak blue. Midnight blue for the sky. Midnight sky. Okay. All right. Everyone agrees. Midnight sky. All right. I'm going for it. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. I never taped these. That was the one thing I was supposed to do. Was tape the... Oh, wow. I'm glad I had that thought before we got started. Where did I put my tape, you guys? What did I do with my tape? That's the question. Where'd the tape go, Archer? All right. Well, I guess you guys are hanging out with Leia for a second. I'm not going to make you look at a blank thing while I look for the tape. If they're untaped, I think it looks sloppy if they're untaped, frankly. Because there's no like border. And I think the border, frankly, elevates it. In my humble opinion. The border makes it look intentional. Who moved my tape? Leia, I'm gonna need you to sniff out my tape, babes. It's green. It's green masking tape, Leia. It's definitely somewhere, Leia. This green masking tape. This is stellar content. Guys, I found it. I found it. Now, I'm not going to make you watch me tape this. That'll be boring content. I'll just sit here with you while you watch Leia and I tape this, and I can see the chat and interact with you. She is so beautiful, Rose. Thank you so much. I agree. She's done enough, Sky Jellyfish. We don't need to bother her. It's all right. We found the tape. That's all that matters. Crisis averted. I wasn't the one who moved it. My wife moved it, so it's not my fault. It is my fault for not taping ahead of time. Again, really can't emphasize enough how much I'm pretty sure I had food poisoning earlier today. So, can Leia have DuckTales while she's recovering from surgery? It doesn't make it too excited. It would, frankly, it would make her too excited. So Oh, Pretzel, you sent a super chat? Pretzel, if you sent a super chat, I missed it. I'm so sorry. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. I don't see it. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Just ask and I'll answer it. I'm so sorry about that. Thank you for the super chat. That's very sweet of you. Pretzel asks how they are with the vacuum in the super chat. Oh, they're incredible. They don't care about the vacuum. Genuinely don't care. I will vacuum right next to Leia while she's sleeping. She couldn't care less about the vacuum. Couldn't care less. Might as well not exist as far as Leia is concerned. Take it or leave it. You know, I don't want to. The thing with the DuckTales, she always reacts, but it really depends on like her mood. If I were to start singing DuckTales right now, I don't think she'd get the zoomies. I think she would just kind of like cry at me. She'd be like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. But she might get the zoomies, and I don't want her to have the zoomies right now. Melissa, with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. I didn't see a message there, but that's really sweet of you. Some things transcend language, Melissa. Sometimes words aren't needed. Oh, I didn't answer the question for me, super chat. Well, what was your question, Melissa? How long are your walks? Oh, wow, it really depends. I budget. I plan on walking them for about 2.5 hours a day. That can vary. I would say probably at least once a week we do a 3.5 hour walk, once or twice a week. As far as mileage goes, it really depends. You know, since Leia had her surgery, now we're finally back up to like 3 miles of walking a day, which is still pretty low for us. But at peak health, I would say we walk on average about 5.5 miles a day on average. Now that's much less in the summertime and much more in the wintertime. Because in the summertime we take frequent stops because Archer gets too hot. So, yeah. And you know what? I'm just going to tape up both of these today. Did anyone from your high school reach out in response to your video on high school popularity? No. I actually would not be surprised. I had a really big high school, Mid-Sereno. I had a graduating class of over 450 people. So I would not be surprised if, unironically, I think there's at least 1 to 4 people who I graduated high school with who follow Archer and Leia who have no idea that I went to high school with them. Like, I genuinely think that that is the case. And I mean, I know it's happened with like former coworkers, like people I went to college with. They're like, I had a former coworker. She and her now husband, I worked with them both, and she sent me a screenshot of a text chat that her husband sent the DuckTales video to the text chat and was like, look at this dog. And my friend was like, you know that's Jonathan, right? And he was like, what? She's like, yeah, you know that's Jonathan and that's his dog. And he was like, what? Shut up. So, yeah, and I worked with that guy for like 3 years. He had no clue it was me. So, yeah. It's like, you didn't recognize my voice? No, he did not. Leia, I heard that burp. That was a good burp, Leia. Am I annoying you, pretty girl? I was going to go to my high school reunion, but my car broke down. So I couldn't go. It's she's interested in protecting that green thing. Yeah, that's her dental chew. You know, she has another one down. It's just off camera. It's like lying on the floor right down there. She just kind of collects them and hoards them, and then she'll eat them like a day or two later. Claire with a £1.50 super chat. Let's celebrate their first chat on live stream. Hell yeah, I will. What did it say? I got this stupid Google. YouTube is now blocking whatever you said, Claire. Did you say anything? I literally can't see it. I don't know how to take a screenshot of this. It's just YouTube was like, hey, Claire sent this super chat. Celebrate it. Shout her out. But like the thing telling me to shout you out is blocking whatever you said. Okay, no. So you didn't say anything. Okay. All right. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. I'm celebrating you. I'm shouting it out. Siberian Durskies came up in my YouTube recap. Oh, I love that. There's not really, Blake, there's not really a Leia recovery update. The recovery update is that she's recovering on schedule. We had our first physical therapy session yesterday. I really need to make a like a Leia the Husky health update video. I will be doing that. Oh, guys, real quick. I forgot to mention this. Massive shout out to the YouTube channel members and the Patreon subscribers, because this week I hired an editor. And I was only able to do that because of the support from the channel members and the Patreon subscribers. This is huge. This is game-changing for me. I am so excited to be able to put out that, like, bigger content. Caitlin, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Well, I guess that's a sticker. Thank you for the sticker, Caitlin. I love that lemon heart thing. That's so cute. So I am so excited about that. The immediate change that you will see is weekly top 5 comments videos. And actually that's why I went with this editor, is because I liked their style and I felt confident that they could emulate my top 5 comments videos and like edit them in a punchy way that's funny. Kelly, thank you so much. Can you please pet Leia for me? I feel like she needs it. Kelly, she's gonna grumble at me if I pet her. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I'll give her a quick scritch, but she's gonna grumble at me. Yeah, see? Told you. But yeah, so guys, just thank you so much for your support. That means the absolute world. And I'm so excited about that. Don't worry about the captions. I've talked with them about the captions. I was like, I don't think you'll be able to replicate my captions because I don't think anybody does them the way that I do them, and there's no like easy way to do them. And they were like, no, there's totally an easy way to do them. And then I walked them through the way I did them, and they were like, "Oh shit, there might not be an easy way to do them." I was like, "I know. I thought I've really explored, I've really explored this." They were like, "Look, we'll try, but we can't make any promises with the captions." I was like, "Great, that's fine. If you can't do it, I don't care. I'll do the captions. Even just editing the videos will save me like 6 to 8 hours a week." And I can get into that regular cadence of putting out that content regularly, in addition to putting out longer form YouTube videos. So, thank you, Sora. That's really sweet of you to say. Yeah, you know, honestly, I kind of wish I could stop doing the captions. Not because I don't love them. I do. They just take forever. There's just like no fast way to do them. The way that I do them, there's no fast way to do them. If this is too much how the sausage is made and you don't care, I apologize. But basically, when you make a video and you upload it, you can press a button and it's like, hey, we'll auto-generate captions for you. And that's what I do. And the captions are always wrong. They're always wrong. There's always punctuation mistakes. There's always like spelling mistake, or not spelling mistakes, but it will think I say something, but it's wrong. It usually misspells Leia's name. Usually spells Leia's name as like Leah, or it will say Leia but, so like Lay space A space BUT. I'm like, no, it's Leia but. So I go through my captions manually and update them to have proper capitalization and punctuation, to be every word is correct, to include an emoji or several after each line, and then I edit them for timing so that they actually appear when I'm saying what I'm saying. And it's so much work, it's so manual, but I have received so much wonderful feedback from people in both the hearing impaired community and the autism community that I'm just like, well, I have to do them. Like, I want to do them, I have to do them. They do take forever. They are the thing that probably takes the most time. April Thomas, thank you so much for becoming a YouTube channel member. That's really sweet of you. Thank you. Lambot looks very sleepy. That's good. Yeah, she does look a little sleepy. Your caps are the best. I get it's time consuming. Melissa, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Thank you. Dr. Allison Marks with a $10 super chat. I'm so happy to see you live, but seems my cat is not. He uses talk buttons. He just pressed stranger and all done multiple times. Maybe not a Jonathan fan, so I may bail early. Thanks for all the fun. I took a screenshot of that, Dr. Allison Marks. That is incredible. I love that your cat doesn't like me. That's so funny. That's so funny. Your cat is an excellent judge of character. Anyway, I'm sorry you'll miss the painting. All right, everyone. This is the ocean-themed painting. This is the sky. This is the ocean. This is the moon. This is the moon's reflection. These are highlights in the ocean. That's the plan. So I'm going to start with the ocean. All right, let's... God, I hope this doesn't suck. We'll see how this turns out. We're gonna find out together. All right. Dr. Allison keeps traumatizing Jonathan for life. I mean, you know, look. She's just the latest in a long line of women who have irreparably broken me. Honestly, fair. More straight men have it coming. Wait, this is Leia's, right? I just want to make sure I get that right. Yeah, that's Leia's. Okay, so we're doing Archer's first. Archer is the one who... I'm glad I checked. Okay, Archer the Husky. This is his painting. This is for raw_butter. All right, here we go. Ocean. Let's kind of do that roughly 2/3 up. I'm going to make it a little wavy. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not, but I'm going to do it. I actually kind of think it won't make any difference at all. It's kind of going for even-ish coverage. All right, cool. Now, let's do the sky. You know what, actually, I'm just going to grab a paper towel real quick. Just for my hands. Give me 1 sec. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for doing this with me. Like, streaming is easily the most fun for me. I just have so much fun streaming with you guys. Midnight blue is the sky. How long has this live been already? Over an hour and a half. Yeah, an hour and 41 minutes. Almost 42. Look how much purple I got on my ham hands. Hang on, let me just try to get this off so I don't cover everything. Also, I'm wearing a hoodie right now that YouTube sent me. It's actually super comfortable. I mean, I look pretty dumpy in it. I look like I gave up. I look like a divorced dad, but it's really comfy. I'm gonna just kind of going for even coverage here. Again, really can't emphasize enough how little I know what I'm doing. Now, do we want stars here? Do we want to put like maybe like little points of yellow or gold for stars? Star swirls. You know what? I have learned that the way they'll just mush. Okay. I have learned that the way this paint comes out, it just like, it doesn't, it's hard to get it in like really precise spots. All right, this is the metallic white pearl that we're using for the moon. And now I kind of worry that maybe I should have left a bigger open spot rather than putting sky there. But, we'll see how it goes. Could be a disaster. Look, if raw_butter isn't happy with this, that's okay. You know what? It looks a little, I don't know. I just feel like this needs some more height. I understand it's going to be squished around a lot, but we should at least attempt to get it somewhat spherical. Neko Gecko, Rob_butter is your husband? Here are my notes from him. That's his screen name. He wants Archer to paint it, and he wants it to be ocean-themed. Awesome. Will you like this? If you don't like this, I'll make you a different one. I typed that out for him. LOL. Okay, great. Awesome. Well, this is for you, I guess. It looks great. Okay. All right. Then we're going to keep on moving with it. This will be Archer's second landscape painting. Very excited about this. I will be doing another live when my mom's here, by the way. She got jealous that everyone got these paintings. I was like, Mom, you know, we can just make a painting for you when you get here. She's like, we could? She will not want to appear on camera. She really doesn't like the way she looks on camera. So she'll be behind the camera. You'll hear her voice. I might like try to set her up with my iPad so that she can follow the chat along on her own. Follow along with the chat. I can't really speak today. I'm sorry, everyone. All right, Neko. We're going for kind of like the reflection of the moon in the ocean at nighttime. This could be a horrible disaster. If we've ruined your fantasy for the painting, I apologize. If you don't like it, can and will make you another one. And now we're going to add some dark teal highlights. Neko, are you okay with kind of like just the purple sky? Do you want me to throw in some like little points of light there? I'm worried they might get a little smushed, the points of light, if I add like yellow or something for stars. But I don't know what I'm doing, so that should be pretty obvious to everyone by now. But again, Neko, if you're not happy with this, if you're not satisfied, if you're like, this is ugly, will this post this later as a YouTube video? Yeah, it will be on my channel. All my lives live on the channel directly. This one's thick. For some reason, this is coming out like peanut butter. I love that color. That dark teal looks so cool, though. All right. Neko, did you answer me on the... When I'm painting, I'm not really looking at the chat. Works for us, LOL. Maybe dots of blue in the sky. So, like, this color, do you like this color? Honestly, we're just stoked we're getting Husky RTM. Do you like this color in the sky, or do you want something a little bit lighter? Like, I can add, like, little dots of metallic blue or something like that in the sky. Because this teal is more ocean. Or if you don't want the metallic, I could do sky blue or cerulean blue up in the sky. And I'll put them there. That's sky blue. That's cerulean blue. That's metallic blue. If you want me to add. The metallic blue dots would work. Okay, we'll add a couple metallic blue dots. I'm going to try to be very sparing with it because it will spread and mix and etc. And I think it'll be more like pinpointy if I just get like little dots. We'll see how it goes. All right, metallic blue. All right. Yours is the first 6-color painting I've done. Well, Archer's done. All right. This should be a little bit shiny. Hope it looks cool. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It is a Jonathan Archer collab. You're right. All right. That is our Archer painting for Neko and raw_butter. Okay. Now we're going to do a Leia painting. Now here's the deal. This isn't for anyone. This is just because I felt bad giving Archer stuff to Lick and nothing for Leia. And there are still 2 people who I've not heard from. One guy has not responded to me on Instagram, the platform he told me to reach out to him on. And then the other one, just like straight up, I can't DM, so I don't know what to do. Galaxy vibes, that's not bad. You know what? So much of the work that I've done has been like blues, purples, greens. Can we do something a little different? You know, like, what if we did like a, I don't know, what if we did like a desert scene? Oh, same area, but sunset? Ooh. Oh, no, I like that. Like this, like kind of the same thing that we, like an ocean theme, but sunset? Volcano is kind of cool. Do we want to try to do a city at sunset? June themed, flowers. Sunset and magenta. Sunset with ocean. Sky Jellyfish says city. USS Enterprise. I think that's a little bit beyond both my and Leia's abilities, frankly, brain rot. Tie-dye is good. I don't even know how to do tie-dye. I'm going to level with you, Joyce. I can't conceptualize that in my head. Surface of the sun. City in sunset. Okay, let's try that. Let me look at that. Let me look at that emoji. I like the city in sunset. All right, I'm gonna go with the city in sunset because I just like that. That sounds cool to me. So okay. So basically, what we want here is like yellow, like bright yellow, and then we want stuff in the foreground to kind of like shadow that. Go for a city if you're up for the challenge. I'm going to go for the city in the sunset. Red, orange, sunset. Yeah, so, okay, I'm looking at, like, orange, yellow. I was also looking at cadmium yellow, but I think I prefer orange yellow. And then maybe some red. What kind of reds do we like here? Now, this is just a regular red. But I also like this vermilion. How do we feel about orange, yellow, and vermilion? Or orange, yellow, and red? Red and orange, yellow, and some pink. Okay, we'll definitely go with pink. Let me see what kind of pink we have here. Okay, that's a neat color. I'm just pulling out some... There aren't that many pinks, actually. Okay, here are the pinks I've got. You know what? Okay, I'm just going to put these here so that you can see them. There's our red and orange. Okay, let me move these out the way. I'm pulling out some pinks here. That might be too pink, but I'll pull it out anyway. Okay, here's what I got. Fluorescent pink, which might be too pink, but I pulled it out anyway. Pink blush, which is a little subdued, but I like it. Good news for you, Lavana. We've got Rose. We've got Cosmos, which I think is cool. That's kind of a pink purple. And we've got Pink, which looks more red than any of the others to me. So I'm hearing like no reds, yes to pink is what I'm hearing. I've got fluorescent magenta here. Now magenta is like red purple, but that vibe's kind of pink to me. Black Star likes Cosmos. Cosmos is so pretty. It will pop. Most sunsets are red, orange. Actually, magenta, I lied. Okay, so you prefer the fluorescent magenta. Vermilion, no red. I like pink blush the best. Rose and pink with yellow and orange and darker colored. Purple or gray for the cityscape. See, I would love to do that, Spartan Greg, but it I think he needs like money now, you know. So I don't know. I just need more information from him, frankly, before I move forward with anything like that. Okay. Somebody post the city at sunset emoji in the chat just so I can look at it real quick. And I know I say that, and now like 18 of you are going to do it, and that's great. That's exactly what I want. Thank you, Sky Jellyfish. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing many pinks in there. Now, I'm totally fine. We're not like trying to recreate that emoji, but I do see more like reds and oranges. And like for the buildings, I actually see browns. Okay, but we're doing our own thing. So like this in the center, and then maybe the magentas in the corners. So like what if we did like big yellow there, and then we did a little circle of red like around it, and then in the corners we did like the magentas, right? And then maybe I did like lines of cosmos, like I did lines of cosmos like this, and then we did like metallic reddish brown and rust red for the buildings. What do you think about that? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? So like these would be like the buildings, and then like is that insane? Hallie says buildings gray and purple tones. Brown or gray or dark red for the buildings. See, I do like gray and purple tones for the buildings, but if you look at that emoji, and I'm just using that as like a color idea, I don't see many grays and purples there. I actually see more like browns for the buildings, and I think that's like, yeah, I'll throw in some grays. We'll throw in some grays too. Why not? Like a cool gray. Maybe. Then browns and grays. Okay. All right. Well, let's try it. I think we got our palette. Dark red as a change to brown for the building. Yeah, well, maybe we just use the rust red. I don't know. Okay, that's good to know, Black Star. Darker gray, I think. Do I have a darker gray? Just gray. I've got gray. Yeah, which is darker. Okay, we'll go with gray. I could also use a bluish gray. Which does kind of look more steely to me. You know what? It's an experiment. Follow my heart. Okay, that's good to know, Black Star. That's a really good point, and I wasn't considering that. Okay, well, my heart says, let's try this. And guys, if it sucks, it sucks. This isn't for anyone. This is kind of an experiment. So we're going with these 6 colors here. I just really love the fluorescent magenta. I don't know that this works. I just love it. But we'll give it a shot. So, all right, let's start with the orange yellow. I might call an audible. I might like throw in, we'll see. I might pepper in like a little speck or two of like fluorescent orange in there. Please keep the magenta. I want to keep the magenta. Bunny eats blueberries. Little more darker orange. Yeah, okay, I can do that. What if I just mix in... Do I have darker orange? I do have one slightly darker orange color. What if I just, like, peppered in, like, a little bit of deep red into the... I mean, it's really not that pink. Because, like, I plan on using the Cosmos and the magenta most sparingly of all these colors. So I don't think it's going to end up that pink. Anyway, the sun shall be right there. There's our sun. Big and bright and in the center. Okay. Center-ish. It's a little to the left. Okay. I love that color orange. That's like Michelangelo Ninja Turtle orange. All right, and then we said we were going to take some red, some just like classic red. Come on. Come on. I'm so scared about just like squirting paint all over the place. And then we're going to make just like a little circle around this. I don't think we have to go too crazy with the red. All right. Guys, I have no idea if this is going to look good. I have no clue. All right, now what do we say? We want the fluorescent magenta, which is definitely going to... Well, it's just ketchup and mustard so far. It's very hot doggy at the mo. I'm going to be so real. I did not even notice I've been accidentally burning pancakes. I forgot about them while watching the stream. Oof. That sucks. I'm sorry, Black Star. All right, we're going to put a little bit right there. And then maybe a little squiggly line down there. And then a little bit up there. And maybe a little squiggly line down there. And I'm kind of okay on that. And then let's start adding in some buildings. And we'll see. Let's see how it goes. Again, could be a hilarious disaster. So I'm going to use some rust red and some gray for the buildings. And we'll do Cosmos in between. And then we'll just kind of see where we end up. Is that an abstract cat you just made? It sure is. It sure is, April. I'm gonna revisit the fluorescent orange last. All right, Bunny, because we can always add that at the end there. I just want to see where this goes, you know. I'm going to do this. I think I kind of want to give the sun some space here. I don't know that this is going to look like anything. I think your instincts are correct with the grays. I think we... Whoop, that was bad. I think we might need more gray to help define those buildings. So you were right, I was wrong. I'll be the first to admit it. Oh, is Brainrot leaving? Good luck, Brainrot. I didn't see your chat. I just see BTEC's chat. Good luck. Godspeed. I have the utmost faith in whatever it is you're attempting to do. I assume it's just like looking at the USS Enterprise while reading Arthur Conan Doyle. That's kind of what I assume you're up to. Please use brown, not gray. The grays you have is a cool, not warm tone. Okay, well, that's what kind of where I was going, Black Star. I was like, well, let's use this metallic reddish brown. And then everyone was like, no, you dummy, use some grays. I'm feeling the metallic. I'm just feeling the metallic. Trust your instinct, not chat. But, like, Zinefic? It's kind of giving Minecraft pick. Wow, Neko, you were spot. Wow, that is, like, exactly what it's giving. You know, Sarah, you're probably correct that I should pull up reference images, but I'm like, okay if this sucks. You know what I mean? This isn't for anyone. For me, this is like as much a learning experience as anything. And if it sucks, it sucks. And if the learning is like, dang, I should really pull up reference images in the future, then that's the learning, you know? All right. Looks vaguely building-y. I wish I knew how to, like, layer the buildings. You know what I mean? It just kind of looks like 4 buildings on top of one another, not very layered. But it's not meant to be literal. It's meant to be more evocative, I think. And I'm going in with the cosmos now. I live with more yellow, though. You want some more yellow? I'll sprinkle some more yellow in there. I think you're right. I do think you're right. Like maybe I put some yellow rays moving out to help it blend more. I'm putting the cosmos between the buildings. I'll sprinkle some orange in there. You want me to sprinkle some orange in there? I'll sprinkle some orange in there. I'm not gonna. No, I haven't done a December screaming schedule yet, Mitsurino. I will. I'm sorry. This has been just like a crazy week. I intended to do it on Monday, and I just had such a week. So I do apologize for that. I know that people are waiting for it. Yeah, I do think I need some like yellows or oranges kind of going out. Yeah, I might, Blake. Listen, the reason why I suggested we go with like a more red color palette is because it's the one that like I feel the least confident about. And so this might be terrible. This might be terrible. I'm okay if it's terrible. I just want to see, you know, I just want to see, and it might be real terrible. I just kind of feel like the buildings might need something to help them be a little bit more building-y. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying, Blake, but I'm also just like making up the process, so I don't know that I should trust the process. What did you say here? Shades are awesome. Window shapes? Well, I think whatever shape we make, Sky Jellyfish, is just going to get lost in the painting process. I don't think shapes are so much preserved as like blocks of color. Tiny yellow dots for the... It's very hard for me to get a tiny dot. Like that is kind of like the smallest I can do, and that I think is like pretty big. That's good to know. It might shock you to learn I've never actually watched a drag queen makeup video. Guys, I'm calling an audible. I'm adding some metallic silver. No, I'm going to add some metallic white pearl. I'm going to add some metallic white pearl, and I'm just going to do like do-do, do-do, do-do on the buildings. I don't know if that's a mistake or not. But I just want, I feel like there needs to be something that's a little bit more evocative of like metal and concrete. It's very bright, but I'm sure that it will get muted by the painting. Try not to make it too uniform, you know? Okay. I'm calling it. That's a lot of paint. This is going to be a lot of paint. So now we just need to get these in the bags, and we need Archer and Leia to paint them for us. So if you're just joining, I'm not confident about this one. This one might just be a muddy mess when we're done. I feel real good about this. This one I feel real good about. Neko, if you don't like it, say the word. I put the paint away. You're right, I might need to add a drop of orange in there, but I put the paint away, so yeah, all right, fine. No, I put the paint away. Put the paint away. We're moving on. Yeah, it needs a little bit of orange, doesn't it? All right. All right. What's like a dark orange? No, Jonathan, just go with the orange. Yep. We're doing it. I'm going to put like a drop of orange closer between the buildings. And I think you're right. I think you're right. Mary, frankly, neither do I. I don't trust Jonathan Process either. Let's just do that and that and that. I have no idea what this is going to look like. It's also very bottom heavy. There's a lot more paint at the bottom than at the top. But you know what? It's a learning process. We're all kind of doing this together. We're all figuring it out. We're making mistakes. We're learning. We're growing. Let me slide all that off to the side. Oh, wait. I think my wife's home. I think she's home, and I have no idea how to mute this. She will not want to be heard. I just figured out how to mute it. I'm going to put the camera on Leia. I'm going to put the camera on Leia for a minute. There will be no sound. I apologize. We'll be back. Hello, we're back. Sorry about that, everyone. So, okay, let us now put these into the prepared cream cheese bags that Archer has been wanting this entire time. So I can't see the chat while I'm doing this. I'm just gonna zoom out like a little bit. So it's much easier to do with two people. But if you do this at home, Leia isn't crazy wild about peanut butter, so I use cream cheese. She will absolutely 110% eat the cream cheese. She will 30% eat the peanut butter. So, and when you slide this in, you want to do a number of things. The first is try not to get the paint to hit the bag, because you want the dog to do the painting. You don't want to paint it just by like sliding it in the bag. You know what I'm saying? And then the second thing that I learned the hard way is seal it, but not all the way. I've left like that bit open for air to come out, and that'll be easier for the dog, or it will be better when they're licking. They'll actually be able to make contact with the canvas rather than like the air of the bag preventing the contact with the canvas. So that's my advice to you if you're trying this at home. And yep, this is now Archer's. Neko, this is your painting if you're still in the chat. Going in. All right, let's keep this. I actually did a really good job with Leia's. Let's try to do the same with this one. Come on. Oh, I did that perfectly. I'm so proud of myself. All right. Seal that up. Not all the way. Okay, great. Well, we're going to do Leia first because she's right here. Archer's outside. He might be a little bit more difficult. I'm going to turn this light off, try to save the battery. And let's go with Leia. Miss Butt. Miss Butt, you're so beautiful. That was such a good stretch, Leia. Look at that stretch. Are you going to do a painting for us, Leia Butt? This is our most experimental painting yet, Leia. This is our most experimental painting yet, Leia. Here we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust the camera. There you go, Leia. Yeah. Good girl. And then as she licks it, she paints it. And really, it's about the direction and force with which she licks. I have found that I kind of need to hold the bag for her, otherwise it like scoots all over the place. I'm trying to adjust Leia so I can see the chat. Let me put her more in frame. I am in an incredibly awkward position. I'm like hugging the tripod right now. The phone is like right next to my chin. Look at her go. She's painting the buildings first. She's starting with the buildings. That's a bold technique. We'll see how it pays off. The artist's work, Jonathan. I'm trying, Mary. She is making art, Allison. You're correct. Doctor, I'm sorry. You earned that PhD, I'm assuming? If you're a psychologist? Or a PsyD? You earned it. You don't need some man coming in here and being like, excuse me, nurse lady, I won't do that to you. Would you foster a cat, Jonathan? Absolutely, I would. 100%. Good girl, Leia. Do you want me to turn this around? All three of you make art every day with your videos. Thank you, Pretzel. You're a kind liar. Do you want me to rotate this for you, Leia? Good girl. Hey, sorry for being late. I was modding. That's okay, Katie. What were you modding? Were you modding like a community, or were you modding like a game? Also, my phone just sent me a notification saying I'm at 20% battery, so we need to hurry up, Leia, because Archer still has to make his painting. And I'm sure that Neko will want to see their painting get made. Thank you, Nick. I mean, I agree. I think she's adorable, but I'm biased, so. How do we win a painting? Well, I've already done the giveaway, Nick. That's already happened. I am considering, well, let me rephrase. 100%, I will do a giveaway in the future. In my head, I was like, I should do a giveaway in December. I just don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know for what. But I would want to do that again. Yeah, I don't have one that would reach pretzel is the problem. So we're just gonna. I mean, 20% is still we got a good amount of time. I did. No, I'm not gonna get the Meta glasses, so I'm not. Like, I have a process that's fine. Like, it works. Like, I really don't need like faster access to posting Insta stories. I'm pretty good at it. I think they're neat, but also like consent is important to me. And, you know, frankly, there's a big difference between like me holding up a phone, very obviously filming something, and me just like looking at someone with Meta glasses. I don't want anyone to think I would be filming them without their permission, you know? So I think they're neat. Like, it's neat technology, but for me, I just don't think it would be like a crazy evolution. I'll tell you what I did ask for Christmas, though. I asked for one of those Insta 360 cameras. And if I get it, I don't know what my loved ones will buy me, because that's very expensive. That is very expensive. That might be out of like everyone's price range. But I'll probably mount it on Archer the next time we go to the dog park. Archer and or Leia, if I get one. We'll see. Good girl, Leia. You're such an artist. Thank you, Leia. I can't wait to crack this open and see how it looks. I think it was a failure. I don't think this mess will look like buildings at all. At all. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, it's Archer's turn. Hang on. You guys look at Leia. I'm actually going to set up the outdoor lights. I'm going to set up my lights on Archer so that we can see him, because he's not going to come inside for this. Give me one sec. Okay, I set up the lights, so it'll be easy to see him, because it is dark out. The sun has very much set. And Neko, I got your painting. We're gonna go out backwards, because I don't want this thing to mess up your painting before Archer gets a chance to paint it. All right, handsome boy, you want some cream cheese? You want some cream cheese, mister? Here you go, bug. There's some cream cheese for you, yeah. Yeah. There you go, mister. Archer? More like artist. Am I right? You guys get it. He's such a good boy. I don't think artist works. Mitzo. Yeah, I know, right? He's been wanting this for a long time. Meta glasses are proof we learned nothing from Google glasses. You know, the use case is different. I actually, because with Google glasses, they were like, it's everything your phone can be. And with Meta glasses, they're like, well, it's a pair of Ray-Bans that you can film stuff with. And like, I do actually think that's like a much smarter pitch. I also, when the Google glasses first came out, I was walking to work and I saw a guy wearing them. And I need you to know how much I had the urge to punch him in the face. So, Katie, 1:35 a.m. Well, we're not going to go for much longer, Katie. I'm just going to kind of crack these open and we're going to look at the finished product and then I'll end the live. Yeah, the Vision Pro walking the Huskies, that would be wild. I might do it for the bit, but I don't want to spend, what are they? They're like $3,000, aren't they? $3,000 for a piece of hardware I will use literally once. No, thank you. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, Black Star. It's just, it doesn't really appeal to me. Like, I just like technology. I think technology's neat. I'm like, Archer, don't bite it. Don't bite it, Archer. You might pierce it and then pain might come out. But also, like, it would solve a problem I don't have, you know? Like, if I had a problem and it were the solution, I would be like, oh, awesome. This is perfect. But it solves a problem I don't have, so. And the resolution's not particularly high. Like, honestly, I would rather get a higher resolution camera. Because, like, I think the issue with my content right now is it's so low res because so many of my videos start as Instagram stories. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, Nick. Okay, bud. Don't bite it. Archer, I said don't bite it. You just start biting it. You gotta lick it, bug. That's the only way it gets painted. He does, yeah. Hi, I'm here. Been here for about 1 minute. What have I missed? Oh, you've missed so much, Bobby. Good boy, bug. Go ahead, there's still... Yeah. Oh, I thought that was more cream cheese. It's the moon that we made. Don't bite it. Good boy, Archer. You good boy, you done? No? Marie with the $2 super chat. Vibes. Thank you, Marie. Archer, don't bite it. What did I just say? Okay. All right. Good boy. Good boy, Bug. Thank you. Look at that. Look at that. You did so good, Archer. You did so good, Archer. Thank you. Good boy. He's such a good boy. Good boy, Archer. Good boy, Bug. Okay, we're going to crack these open. Good boy, was that good? That's enough cream cheese, all right. I'm going to turn this light off. Good boy, Bug. All right. Actually, I turned that light off. Now I'm like, well, don't I need it for in here? I think I do. All right. I'm going to grab the light again. Give me a second. Okay. Guys, I'm a one-man operation, all right? It's not always smooth, but I try. I do try. Am I successful? Rarely. But I do try. There we go. Okay, this is Archer's painting. And this is Leia's painting. I am going to grab some more paper towels and scissors to crack these things open. All right. Here we go. Okay, I got the paper towels over there. That's fine. And I'll try to do this so I can see the chat. Let's do layers first. Now, again, this is the one I am least confident about. I think it'll probably look neat, but I don't think it'll look like buildings. But we'll see. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Get a better framing here. Okay, move that out the way. Bring that into the center. And then I'm just gonna, now I don't wanna pull this out of the packaging because that will kind of undo some of the painting that Archer and Leia have done. So I do a little clip right here, just like a little strip, and then I pinch them with one hand. I don't know if you can see that, it's in the very bottom corner of the screen. But I pinch them, and then that makes it very easy when I'm holding both sides. Just kind of slide my scissors like that. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. And pinch them together, put the scissors in between, and slide that. All right, and now we should very easily be able to peel this off so that we don't undo the painting work that was done. Oh, Marie, oh my God. $20 super chat for Toby and his parents. I'll be sending them all the good vibes to help them through this stressful time. That's so sweet of you. Thank you all so much. Thank you. And then I just peel that back. And I was correct. I should have been the least confident about this one. You know what? It does look cool. Doesn't look like buildings. Does not look like buildings at all. So we learned a lesson about what we can't do. It was a learning experience. It is evocative of nothing. I see them though. Yeah, I think you only see them because you were there when we were trying to make it. You know? You were there when we were trying to make it, so you kind of understood what that was. Remember everyone who was like, trust the process? Okay. I'm going to throw these out just to get them out of the way because there is like a lot of wet paint on them. So let me get these out of the way. And I'll be right back. I'm just going to throw these away. All right, and then let's peel this paint off. What do you think? Look better in the bag. I mean, you're kind of not wrong. In fact, that's kind of the point. But look, we said this was going to be a learning experience. And yep. We learned. What was the lesson? Unclear. Deeply unclear. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get this back frame. There we go. It's easier if I do it from this side. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. That's better. Okay. There we go. Okay. I just like that crisp edge and try to maintain that as much as possible. Okay. That's one down. Two down. It does look better when the tape comes off. You know, just having that edge does make it look more intentional. It does make it look like, oh, they meant to do that. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying I think it looks better with the edge. All right. There we go. Leia's Cityscape at Sunset. See, I've had conflicting reports from people where they're like, oh, you should wait for the paint to dry and then peel it. And other people were like, peel it while it's wet. And listen, I'm not an artist. Maybe I'm wrong about this. I peel it while it's wet because this is so thick. Like, look how thick that is. And I'm just like, if it dries, wouldn't I like crack it when I go to peel it? Or it might take more with it than just what's masked. So, no, always peel when wet. Okay, thank you, Blake. So I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to throw out this tape because it's got paint all over it. So again, one less thing we have to deal with. Be right back. If it's in the garbage, it's not getting paint on anything. You know what I mean? Like if it's in the trash, it's not accidentally getting paint on my table. All right. And now we'll do Archer's painting that he did for Neko. I don't know if Neko is still in the chat. Cut the bottom of the bag and lift the plastic up instead of peeling it back. I don't think it makes a difference. Oh, good. Neko's still here. Okay, good. All right. Well, Neko, if this sucks, DM me. I'll make it for you. I understand that you might not want to like be like, oh, this sucks in the chat. You can if you want to. Or you can just DM me if you feel more comfortable doing that. And we'll fix it. Maybe cut all the edges and then lift it up by the plastic. All right, I'll try it. We'll try it your way. I just got paint on me. Okay. All right, cut all the edges. Edge one. This one's going to be hard. It's like right up against this edge here. Okay. Yep, I knew that wouldn't work right. Because I don't want this to slide around. If it slides around, then I feel like I'm moving the paint. You know what I'm saying? Actually, maybe I get in here. Yeah. Yeah, what if I do that? There we go. Okay, and then cut along the side. Hey, can you hear me? No, you know what happened? Someone called me. Someone called me. And it was like a robot call. It was a robo-dial. Which is incredibly annoying. So, okay. All right. I'm getting rid of this plastic here. One sec. Can you see the screen though, right? It looks like you can from my end. All right. Pick that up. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to throw this out too. I just want to get as much like stuff that has paint on it out the way. All right. This looks cool. I love this color scheme we ended up with. Now, Neko, again, if you're not happy with this, we can do another. We can try again. We can do something else. Come on, you son of a bitch.
Come on. Come on. Come on. We're making progress. It looks great. Oh, good. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. That is what I was trying to avoid. Well, I made it worse. Echo, I made it worse. It does look cool. It does look cool. But also, I'm just kind of partial to that color scheme, so that's entirely possible. I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I should do for a YouTube video? Yeah, this is a good idea. I can't believe I've not had this idea before. I should take this series of paintings and I should go to an art critic and I should be like, critique these paintings. What should I charge for them? And I think it would be very funny because the art critic, I'm sure, would be like, this is garbage. And that looks cool. I like the way that looks. I think that's cool as hell. You know, I see it better in my eye than I do on camera. The contrast here and here, because remember we added little dots, but it's just kind of, rather than those dots popping, it's created more contrast in the sky. It's much easier to tell to the naked eye than it is on camera, because I'm looking at the camera and yeah. I think that looks cool as hell. I just think that looks cool. I'm trying to move it so there's no glare so that you can see. That looks really cool. An angry blue turkey. You're not wrong. Well, Neko, we're going to let this dry. And again, I'm putting all these in the mail on December 10th. So to recap, this was Archer's painting that he did for Neko and for raw_butter. And this is Leia's painting. That was meant to be a cityscape, but was a miserable failure. But you know what? I actually really like it still. I like it still. It looks like both angry and calming at the same time. It is evocative of a sunset or like a desert scene or something. Yeah. So I'm gonna put these in the basement to dry. And that sounds good. Very lesbian coding. Not bad, not bad. So anyway, you guys, this was so fun. Thank you for hanging out with me for the last 2.5 hours. Plus almost 3 hours. Damn, we really went for it today. This was so fun, you guys. Guys, thank you for being so generous today. And I'm literally gonna text Dave and Venmo him the cash that you guys put up for him right now. And this was absolutely incredible. I really, really don't deserve you guys. And I mean, Leia does, but I don't. So thank you guys for everything. This was awesome. And you are too generous. And I will be publishing the December streaming schedule probably tomorrow. I have ambitions for doing it tonight, but I still need to walk these Huskies, and I got to have a cooked dinner, and it's the whole thing. But this was awesome. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. So thanks for hanging out. And if I don't talk to you beforehand, have a great weekend. I'm going to try to stream on Sunday. Not sure if I can yet. But, yeah, thanks for everything, and bye for now. Bye!